Game 1 of the Central Division Finals. Now remember, the Walleye had a losing record against the Nailers during the regular season, and Wheeling's Louis-Philippe Guidon came into the series second in postseason save percentage, posting a .932. Toledo obliterated that. Brandon Hawkins finds the back of the net a minute and 9 seconds in. Nailers outshot the Walleye in the opening frame 8-7. They get a great look 90 seconds in, point blank, but Billy Christopoulos knocks it away to make the save. Wheeling on the power play later in the period, knuckler off the stick of Josh Maniscalco crosses up Christopoulos, beats him glove side to draw the Nailers level. Toledo, though, would have a response. 9 minutes later, Matt Berry denied, but Patrick Curry there to stuff the rebound in stick side. Still in the first, Gordy Meyer, the Sylvania native, taking it almost coast to coast. Not a lot of room by the near post, but there is enough. Meyer slips it in for the third goal of the period. 2 minutes into the second, Berry on the breakaway off the glove. Berry backhands the rebound to a trailing Curry. That would chase Guidon as the Walleye would get at least one in each period. They go on to get the 5-1 win.
Every series you learn something, and everyone can know that we didn't do a good job of building leads in that first round. And so, it was important that we got that fourth goal, build that lead to 3, just because we know how good Wheeling is. We know how they play, and they can score goals as well. And the goals they score, they're hard goals. And so we had to make sure that we defended. But getting that fourth goal, obviously, to build that lead to 3, gets us comfortable and gets us confident and have the ability to finish the game out. Wheeling carried most of the play for the first 10 minutes. And then we got off our heels and on our toes and found our legs and started skating and started, moving pucks low and grinding it down below the goal line, where we were successful the first round as well. So we got the fourth one, we got the fifth one, and then you can see the frustration boil over. But we're going to have to be ready for that hungry team tomorrow.
Matt Melzek and Claire Dow have more on what was an offensive outburst inside the bank tank.
All right, thanks. Back out here at the Huntington Center. I got to tell you, Claire, Dan Watson told us he wanted a great start before the game. He wasn't totally thrilled with that first 10 minutes, but boy, oh boy, when he got to the locker room after 20, he had to be ecstatic, up 3-1.
Up 3-1, and in this playoff run, the first series and tonight, 50% of Toledo's goals have been scored in the first period, which is a testament to that fast start that he wants to see. He wasn't super stoked with the first 10 minutes of the first period, but as you mentioned, you can't be mad with a 3-1 lead after one. No,
you really can't, and that's a carryover. There's a couple of things that popped up here in Game 1. There were carryovers from the regular season. Toledo dominating in the first period all regular season. They did it again tonight with the 3-1 lead. The other part that kind of stood up that was similar to what we saw a lot in the regular season, Claire, was the add-on goals in hockey.
And that's something that we did not see in the Cincinnati series for either team. It was that elusive 2-goal lead that we didn't see until, Game 4? And none of that silly business here in round 2. They got it done tonight and hopefully setting the tone for what should hopefully be a short series. Both teams going to 7 games last round in the first opening round of the Kelly Cup playoffs. Neither team wants to see that in this second round.
No, absolutely not. And just a nice set the tone for the Toledo Walleye here in Game 1. This was a regular season series, and only one game of the 7 was not a 1-goal game. And that was when Wheeling came in this building and won 7-2 in late January. Claire, it was, probably surprising to you, surprising to me, surprising to everybody that was over 8,000 in this building, that this game turned out to be 5-1.
And this was a team that during the regular season matched up so well with Toledo, the only team in the division that had a winning record against the Walleye in the regular season. So you did have a feeling where, man, they match up really well. This could be a duke it out down to the wire situation. And while there's still plenty of hockey to be played, Game 1 that just wasn't the case.
Well, and it's a Game 1 that now you put in the rearview mirror because Wheeling's going to come out fresh start tomorrow with Game 2.
Yep, and hopefully another huge crowd here. That's something that you can't get anywhere else. We're averaging over 8,000 attendees each and every home game, and while we didn't touch on it as much tonight, that was something that we touched on a lot in Game 6 and Game 7 of the previous series. So get your tickets if there are any available on ToledoWalleye.com, and if not, check out the game here on BCSN.
Yeah, what a game and what a performance tonight for the Toledo Walleye as they lead this best-of-7 series 1 game to none. Let's go back to you in the studio.